Mic test, 1, 2. 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 Oh boy. Getting ready. Well, hello there, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Waiting an extra half hour as Keith crashed the OBS software because I was trying to do some fun, goofy stuff for the show. And then once I broke it, I couldn't figure out how to fix it. So I finally clicked enough buttons and got it sorted out. But there we go. Thanks, everyone, for texting me and being concerned that I wasn't on. I really appreciate that. I'm Keith from Keith's Comics, and we're here to show you a bunch of really cool comics tonight. Cindy is with me, as always.
As always.
And we're going to show you books one at a time with the price we want. You know, this weekend is the Keith's Comics Presents. We went through 3 different rounds of looking, but we couldn't spell presents correctly. A weekend sale, so please, I know a bunch of you have come to the stores, but you know what? Usually, these things don't apply to the Facebook Live show. But tonight, special deal. Back issues over $100 are 19.89% off the price I post. Now, there are also caveats that once the book gets to the store, you need to pay for it within 72 hours of it getting there, or we can send you an invoice and you can pay us that way to make sure, and we can sort out the shipping anywhere that you like. There's going to be some really cool books here, some really fun stuff. Yeah, am I fashionably late? I don't think fashionably. I was panicky late. And also, we're going to find out what's for dinner tonight, Pablo. Homemade orange chicken. Well, you just sprinkle some paprika on it? Is that what you do? Oh, Tom is here. He's back from the future and ready to watch the live pig kicking. Oh, that's good. So remember, a special deal. Only during this show, the weekend sale applies. So if you're watching this in the future, hello, future. That's all great and everything, but the deal is only during the live show for those people that hung out and stuck it out for us. Then also, these books I will be taking to the Keys Comics on Mockingbird. I'll be there 1 to 4 tomorrow, and you can hit me up then if you want to come by live. Maybe you didn't want to climb it in the show. Maybe you thought about it overnight, and it's been weighing on you. And then you're going to scoot on over to Keys Comics Mockingbird and say, Keith, I must have that book. Toot sweet. Oh, Pablo going to be 2 weeks in a row. I don't know how we asked. Man Pack's here. All right. Now it's a party. Well, let's see. What are we talking about? I'm going to be at Mockingbird tomorrow. The sale goes through 2 more days, including, except for at the North Dallas store, because they are closed on Sundays and Mondays. If that's your go-to store, they're closed on Sunday and Mondays. Got to give Chris some time off, right? What's the special deal again? It's right there on the screen. Thanks, Pablo. We got the Funko Pops, buy one. All others are 25% off. Man, we got hammered hard today at the Firewheel store. It was awesome. The graphic novels, buy one, get one, 33% off. Why 33%? Because Keith's opened 33 years ago. Toys and statues that are not Funko, that are originally $33 and over, are 19.89% off. Hey, you know what? 1989, that's the year that Keith's Comics opened. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The regular back issues, variants, and comic sets under $100 are a third off. It's unheard of. And all the big dollar books, the back issues over $100, are 19.89% off. And just use 20 as a roundup. It's just goofy fun, right? Reminder, no She-Hulk spoilers. If you have a want list, send me that want list to warehousehunter@keithsneatstuff.com. I will do my best to try to fill it and take more of your money. We're scheduled to be back here Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday of next week, too. So that's a good deal. Cindy, are you ready to go over there?
I am ready.
Okay, I know that we're a little late. Did the fake Kelsey Grammer leave? Did he bail on us?
Of course not.
Let's get this pig.
All right.
Keys Comics.
All right. So you can see the screen's still messed up. That's part of my crashing of the system here. And not everything got rebuilt. It says, let's see, I was Payments, yeah, okay, some of that's the same. And we worked on a new camera because these graded books, it's all slabs tonight. 100% slab books, either by CGC or CBCS. That's why we had to redo the camera system because they're bigger and taller. And it's going to be a thing. And we're going to start off absolutely with some conditional offerings. Cindy, what is the first book? Oh, this is on somebody's want list. Oh, I hope that it fits their budget too, because I sure would like to sell a $250 book right off the bat. This 9.0.
Pun intended.
Tonight is the fancy edition. That's right, man. All right, 9.0. That's a very fine plus, near mint minus, however you want to arm wrestle it down. What does it say on there? Cindy, any details on that?
The only detail is it's a classic cover by Todd McFarlane, and he's got all his neat little Todd McFarlane things in there.
Lots of bats flying all about.
And his name is in a bat, too.
It's in a bat. All right. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Pretty cool cover. Highly sought after now. We have a beautiful 9.0 CBCS graded conditional offering. That means that somebody has it on their want list. You can claim it also. It's just that if they claim it, they will go to the front of the line. It's $250. And remember, once we contact you, it's 19.89% off that price. Ooh. Yeah. Hey, Susan's here.
Hey, Sue.
Oh, Pablo, you don't even know about the want list yet. Next up. Oh, look, another book from somebody's want list. It's another conditional offering. Another Batman. Whoa, look at that. The first appearance of Poison Ivy. Tell us some details, Cindy.
Batman and Robin. Let's see. Centerfold pinup. Letters from Mike Frederick. Who is that? I don't know.
Mike Frederick, he's a comic writer. So he as a teenager, he wrote into Batman and said, hey, I like Batman. And then he goes on to be a comic creator. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Beware the Poison Ivy. And we always point out Poison Ivy's shadow there as a little Peter Pan homage. Issue 181 of Batman. It's a solid copy. Yes, it has the pinup. It would denote that if it did not have the pinup.
Right.
It would, and it would also put a green label, or I don't forget what CBCS does on these cases. But it does have the pinup. $700. $700. Man, the first appearance of Poison Ivy's going crazy. I guess it has something to do with that cartoon, maybe. She's very popular right now. Yes. All right, next up. Something, it doesn't all have to be crazy, hot, expensive, but we are going to show you some really nice slab books tonight. This is the first appearance of Carnage, and we got some details to throw at you. What you got, Cindy?
First full appearance of Carnage, Cletus Cassidy, a Venom cameo, and Origin Retold.
Origin of who? Venom or Carnage?
Well, it just says Venom cameo and Origin Retold, so I'm assuming that's Venom.
All right, we had some pronoun trouble. Issue 361, a beautiful near mint copy, $180. Now remember, this is offered at 19.89% off tonight. It'll be the regular price in the store if you don't say anything or once we put it on Shopify. But there you go. Special deal for all you folks here tonight. Deals are good while the show lasts, so you got another 45 minutes or so. Next up. Oof. All right, can we move that book just a little bit left, Cindy? The whole book and everything. Perfect. All right. The first appearance of Juggernaut. What a beautiful red cover on this. X-Men number 12. What year is that from, Cindy?
1965.
1965. Oh, my gosh. Let's see. Obviously useless here is Cyclops. He's not even using his beams on him. I guess there's nothing can stop him anyway. Any other details on that to share, Cindy?
Origin of Professor X and Origin of the Juggernaut as well.
Oh, I don't even know if in the beginning it was a deal, but they eventually, did they retrocon it to make them brothers, or were they always brothers? Somebody out there steeped in X-Men lore, let me know what the deal is. Oh, man, if you're just joining the show, it's all slabs tonight. Get your checkbook out and your credit cards ready because it's going to get crazy up in here. We have about 15 or 16 books that we just got back this week that'll be in the show. And then we're peppering in some of the greatest hits from previous shows. Next up. Oh, that's really bad Toth art? I didn't even know there was such a thing. Oh, who was the blind inker? Was it Vinnie Coletta? I'm sorry. I'm going to get sued on that. My opinion. Batman number 244. A beautiful VF copy of this. Very early Ra's al Ghul. Is it the first Ra's al Ghul cover appearance or no? He was on the cover as his first appearance.
It says Ra's al Ghul cover and appearance. It doesn't say first in front of it.
Ah, doggone it. But it's still a beautiful key book. Neil Adams artwork. Is this written by Denny O'Neil also, Cindy? Does it say?
Yeah, let's see. I'm looking. Yeah, Denny O'Neil and Elliot
S. Magan?
S. Magan, yeah.
Yeah, it's Elliot S. Because there's usually an exclamation point there.
Oh.
Magan. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. VF copy of Batman number 244. $375. The Demon Lives Again. I guess it couldn't be his first appearance if he's appearing again. Oh, nice. Next up. You're triggered by that, Batman. Oh, vroom, vroom, vroom. All right, Ghost Rider. I haven't heard if he's going to be in the MCU. They keep all these rumors and such, but who cares? This is an awesome, beautiful book. Not quite a fine, but a beautiful VG plus, fine minus. What's the details on that, Cindy?
First appearance of the Son of Satan.
Ooh.
Damian Hellstrom in cameo. Okay, there you go. Story continued from Marvel Spotlight number 11.
Ah, he was doing so well, he got his own book and a new number 1. Look at him popping that wheelie on the cover there. Issue number 1. From what year is that, Cindy?
From 1973. Cover by Gil Kane and Joe Sinnott.
I did not know that was a Gil Kane cover. See all the stuff you learn? $700 is what we're looking for this number 1 of Ghost Rider. I know, Pablo, isn't it crazy how expensive these books are that we used to think were cool, but not that kind of crazy cool, right? Right? Next.
Big book.
Oh boy, a big one. First appearance of the Sandman, which is going to be a theme in tonight's show. First appearance of the Sandman here. Amazing Spider-Man number 4. VG minus, good plus. Let's go with VG minus. Because, man, this book is hard to find. $1,700. That's $1,700. Any other details you can share with us there, Cindy?
First appearance of Betty Brant.
Oh, the amazing Betty Brant. Oh, that's super spared. Did Betty Brant always just hang out at the... She wasn't in high school with him, was she? I can't remember. Somebody let me know. Next up. Oh, I want to defeat Iron Man. It's the first appearance of the Crimson Dynamo. What? Huh? Oh, sorry. First appearance of the Black Widow. Oh, man, the poor Crimson Dynamo. He gets no respect at all. His first appearance is also in the same issue with the Black Widow. Oh, my goodness. This is a VG minus copy. Still crazy expensive for the first appearance of the Black Widow. And then we're just going to throw in a little Crimson Dynamo first appearance kicker there. $650. Wow. Look at this cool book. That's pretty neat. And whenever the Black Widow first appeared, she was more like a spy in the classic sense, and that she wore all those. Look at, she's got some kind of fur on there, and she likes to be a socialite. We're always part of surprises, Alan. As I was trying to do some fun stuff with the OBS software here, I crashed it, and then once I figured out what I needed to do to fix it. I just accidentally fixed it. Who am I kidding? I don't even know how I fixed it. I don't know how I broke it. But it miraculously, after a half hour, somehow it came back up. There you go. We'll take it. We'll take it, though. All right, next up. Whoa, the first appearance of Sabretooth and a nice VF Plus copy here. Issue number 14 of Iron Fist. Throw some deets at me, Cindy.
So the art is by John Byrne and Dan Green, and the story is by Chris Claremont.
Oh, the first of many.
1977.
I don't know if it's very early in their careers together, Claremont Byrne, but they go on to do a lot of X-Men's together. So what year was this, Cindy?
1977.
1977. That's a little bit later than I thought it was. A beautiful 30-cent copy. There are 35-cent variants of this, and I love how it says newsstand variant, because like there's a direct variant. There is not a direct variant of this. The other variant of this is the 35-cent variant. So that's how they distinguish one. One is the newsstand, and one is the newsstand 35-cent variant. But they were all sold on the newsstand because the direct market hadn't really taken fruition yet. Number 14 of Iron Fist. First appearance of Sabretooth. $700. And there are no lightning rounds tonight. It's 100% packed. No swag, no lightning round, all slab tonight. Slabs, and then on top of that, we're going to give you a light running slab. Next. Oh, hot book. It's only going to get hotter. You probably got, man, if you have any interest in this character at all, score it while you can. This is where him becomes Warlock in the Power of Warlock, Marvel Premiere #1. Oh my gosh, that is also another Gil Kane cover. Was he the go-to cover artist this time period at Marvel? More than likely. What year is that, Cindy?
1972.
1972, beautiful classic cover. The Power of Warlock, #1, a VF copy here, $600. He's a man god reborn, don't you know? Yes, it is slabba-dabba-doo.
Yeah. First appearance.
Yes, Alan, the Batman 423 was a conditional offering at the very front of the show. So you can take a look at that, go back in time, and then come back and meet us in the future. Next up, Avengers #4. Wow. 1963 or 64, Cindy?
64.
1964, where they thaw out the Captain America popsicle and make him into a full-fledged superhero again. Avengers #4 from 1964, $3,500. So you're going to save, if you buy this book from me during this show, you're going to save $700 off my price. Wow. Don't let me ever hear that I don't give you things, because here we go, $700 to somebody. This beautiful comic, man. Look at that. What is the page quality on that? Is it like off-white?
Off-white pages, yeah.
That's about as good as you can hope for a book that's stored in Texas, let me tell you. Are there any other cool details on that book, Cindy?
Let's see. Submariner appearance. First Silver Age appearance of Captain America, and Submariner appearance.
Well, there you go.
Jack Kirby and George Russos, I guess, cover and art.
Oh, nice. George Russos. There you go. All right, next up. Oh, a higher grade. These things get read a lot. We get our fair share of early Daredevils, but they're usually in the mid grades. Get one that's a VF like this is pretty rare for us. Still in the yellow costume, as you can see. Ooh, I don't know if I haven't heard any rumors about how he's going to look in the She-Hulk miniseries. Is he going to be in that yellow costume? Oh, that'll be cool. Yellow and black costume. Daredevil #5, the first appearance of the super spare Matador. But, you know, when you're putting together your Daredevil collection and you want to be nice and pretty and high grade, here you go. Nice VF copy, $600 for Daredevil #5. Look at the Matador. He's about to give a Olay punch, didn't he? Next up. Woo! All right. Okay. For the next foreseeable future, 3 to 5 years, it's all about Kang, baby. And this is the first appearance of Kang the Conqueror in Avengers #8. This VG Plus copy is getting pricey. They're getting harder to find, and man, everybody's going to want them. We haven't even really seen them. It was in Loki for what, 2-3 episodes, and then alluded to in a couple of places. Oh man, I hear it's going to be great. $1,250 for this nice copy of Avengers #8 from, what is that? Is that still 64, Cindy?
64.
1964. They had it going on in 1964, didn't they? All right, next up. Oh boy. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, everybody start scraping money together. Beautiful copy of Amazing Spider-Man #50. And then, Stan doesn't sign a whole lot anymore, so it's hard to get another one of these. First appearance of Kingpin, who's evidently going to be all over the MCU shortly. $5,000 for this copy. CGC Signature Series, signed by Stan Lee. When was it signed by Stan Lee, Cindy?
Let's see. Signed by Stan Lee in 2016.
In 2016. Oof. 6 years ago. Oh my gosh. So there you go. Beautiful copy of this book. And then on top of that, signed by the greatness. And it's signed very beautifully too. And not over the logo or anything like that. Man. $5,000. Wouldn't this be a great part of comic history to be in your collection? I'm saying yes. Yes, it would be a great collection. And you're going to say, what, to $1,000 if you buy it tonight? Wow. Wow. I should have priced that higher. Next up. Oh, speaking of the She-Hulk, the first appearance of She-Hulk. The Savage She-Hulk, that is. Also the first appearance of Jen Walters. Oh, yeah, but you knew that already, right? A nice, beautiful, near mint, 9.6 CBCS graded, $350. Any details? Who does the art on that, Cindy?
Art by Chick Stone. Story by Stan Lee. Cover art by John Buscema.
John Buscema cover. That makes a lot of sense.
Ooh, Bruce Banner makes an appearance.
Yes. They no She-Hulk spoilers. We'll talk about it later. The story I always heard was that Stan didn't want Marvel to get jammed up like they did over at the $6 Million Man TV show, where they created the Bionic Woman, and then the TV show owned the Bionic Woman. He said, we need female versions of all of our characters. So then you got She-Hulk, you got Spider-Woman, and what else did you get? Did you get anything else? Captain Marvel? Yes, that's right. Miss Marvel. Yeah, all at the same time. So Stan, being the ever shrewd entrepreneur that he is, got it done. And here we go. 50 years later, almost. Savage She-Hulk #1, $350. Tom, let your wallet open. Let the money be free. Next up. Woohoo! Iron Man #1. Look at that. That's got to be Gil Kane covered. Is that who it says there, or is it George Tuska?
It says Gene Colan and Mike Esposito.
Colan Esposito cover. It's the big premiere issue. Spinning out of what Tales of Suspense. Is that where he was at? Yeah. Tales of Suspense. When their deal ran out with DC.
And Submariner #1. That's what it says.
Yeah. Yeah. They could put as many books on the stands as they liked. Then they did they stopped Tales of Suspense, did an Iron Man Submariner #1, switched them around, and then spun off into their own books. What month did this come out, Cindy?
Month? 5, so was that May 68.
May of 68. So this would have been on the stands right around February. So they would have started working on this right after the first of the year of 1968. So there you go. Beautiful colors on this book. A nice mid-grade, fine minus, $825. Look at how beautiful that book is. Next. Yeah, for you youngsters that are like 40 years old. How about a first appearance of, do they call it? Is this CBCS call it, or is this CGC?
This is CGC, and they say origin and first full appearance of Venom.
Yeah, because he's on the last page of 290.
Black costume.
The last black costume, because of what happens in here. This 9.2 copy of this CGC graded, $925. Woof. I wonder if they're going to be able to build all that into their Secret Wars bit that they're doing on the MCU. That would be fun. And then this would just make this book more expensive. Next. Oh, Strange Tales. Move that book just to the left, please. Perfect. Strange Tales 169. Wacky scenario here. Dr. Strange kept the Strange Tales numbering, and then Brother Voodoo also kept the numbering. All right. First appearance of Brother Voodoo. Who did the cover on that, Cindy?
John Romita.
That's a John Romita cover?
That's what it says.
I did not know that. $450 for this nice, solid, beautiful mid-grade copy. Beautiful colors on it. First appearance of Brother Voodoo. You haven't heard much about Brother Voodoo yet, but I'm betting you will before it's all over with. $450, you'll be happy to have this in your collection. Strange Tales number 169, $450. Who did the interior work on that, Cindy?
Art is by Gene Colan and Dan Atkins.
Oh, okay. Dan Atkins inking. Nice. Next. Oh boy, you saw the big news yesterday. Nova's confirmed for the MCU. And all of a sudden, that Nova number 1 going cray-cray. 9.6 copy of The Man Called Nova. It's a bombshell, evidently, is what it says on there. Is it first appearance of Richard Rider? Is that what it says, Cindy?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know who named that Richard Rider.
Zor, Nova Prime.
Oh, and Zor Nova Prime. So it's the first appearance of Nova Prime also. Plus you get the origin, and it's not for a couple of years later, maybe like 3 years later, that the Nova Corps is introduced in the Fantastic Four number 205. That's kind of a book that's going crazy right now too. Get them while you can. The Man Called Nova, number 1, $600. Next. Wow, what is this?
It's Don Martin.
Don Martin doing the cover. This is a book that, what year is that, Cindy, does it say?
It says 1993.
1993. This was a comic that you got when in your bag at the San Diego Comic-Con. And it happened to have inside of this book the first appearance of Hellboy. Oh, and this copy happened to be signed by Mike Mignola, one of Cindy's favorites.
Yep.
So she's got a double favorite. She loves her some Don Martin, and she loves her some Hellboy.
Yep. It's a perfect storm.
Perfect Storm. This is CGC Signature Series. Is that right, Cindy?
Yes.
And signed by Mignola, $500 for this first appearance in the U.S. of Hellboy. Next. Oh, speaking of Hellboy, here's his first in continuity quote, air quotes, in Next Men. Next Men number 21, first appearance of Hellboy. Does it even
it says first appearance of Hellboy in color.
In color. Oh, I see what you're saying there. Because the other one, that one is for the black and white giveaway book. I see. And plus, I think they actually make him in a story here. Look, he's got all the elements in place there. We have there's one other fanzine from Italy that has like one sketch of Hellboy that's super expensive too. And we have one of those in stock. I just didn't bring it out for tonight's show. So if you're Hellboy centric, we got the big 3 pieces available to you. San Diego Comic-Con giveaway, the Next Men number 21, and
it's called Dime, I think, right?
Yeah, Dime Magazine, I think is what it is. Yeah, so pretty expensive though. So this Next Men number 21, first Hellboy in color, $150. Next. How about some X-Men? All right, one of the best X-Men covers ever because there's no Cyclops to be found anywhere. That's why I love who did that cover? Is that a Gil Kane cover?
Yeah, it is.
Gil
Cockrum.
Kane and Cockrum.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course you're going to have a Nightcrawler on there somewhere. Cockrum's involved. Issue number 95, a nice, beautiful VF copy for your X-Men collection. Very early in the run. It started with 94. So it was Giant Size 1, then 94. So the third appearance of the new X-Men is what I'm saying. $225 for this VF copy. X-Men number 95. Who wrote those? Was that still
Lynn
Wein?
Wein and then Chris Claremont.
Oh, they split it up?
Collaborate, I guess?
Yeah. I wonder if Lynn Wein ever thought, I wish I had kept writing the X-Men. Or maybe it wouldn't have been as popular. Next. Well, we had Ghost Rider number 1 earlier, so how about a first appearance of that Ghost Rider from Marvel Spotlight number 5? Is that 1972, Cindy?
It is. It's Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze. First appearance of Nick Cage in comics. He's the most supernatural superhero of all. Even though this is below good, a 1.8. Still officially graded $800. Woo! What a book. Man, these things are getting out of control. It's getting out of control and someone's going to get hurt. Marvel Spotlight number 5. Is there anything else about it? Just first Johnny Blaze and Ghost Rider, right?
Yeah, first Roxanne Simpson. Is that anyone?
Roxanne! No.
And the cover art by Mike Plug.
Mike Plug cover art on that. That's pretty sweet. Classic cover. We should all know that that's a Mike Plug cover so that we can always identify. Next up. Hey, a little palate cleanser. Something newer. And by newer, I mean 35 years almost newer. Wolverine number 1 from 1988. The first appearance of Patch. Do they even denote that, Cindy?
Let's see. James Logan Howlett as Patch, yeah.
Ah.
It's James Logan Howlett as Patch.
James Logan Howlett as Patch.
And there's a back cover pinup by John Byrne. Oh, here you go. I'll show you that. There he is.
Oh, could you get away with him smoking in the nowadays? I don't think so.
He might be, yeah, I don't think so.
All right. First John Byrne full back cover, smoking cover. Bub. Wolverine number 1 from 1988. Near mint copy is what I'm calling this. Look at that. First appearance of Patch. $120. And look at the bodies just piling up. As the bodies hit the ground. Wolverine number 1, $120. Next up. Sue says he's hot, Cindy.
He is hot.
All right, a great classic book, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Green Lantern number 76. What's the date on that, Cindy?
It is 1970.
What month, though?
April.
April. So that means this book came out probably February, maybe, of 1970, right? Well, there's a lot of people who believe that this comic right here is the beginning of the Bronze Age of comics. So Silver Age up until this point, and then everything changes. And I think that's a great argument to be made for that. So for a lot of people, this April 1970 is the beginning of the Bronze Age and runs, we're going to get into a knife fight about it later on, about where the Bronze Age ends. But most people say it ends with Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars, because then everything kind of changed again. This is a beautiful book, an important book, a key book, a great classic Neil Adams, written by Denny O'Neil, I believe, right?
Yep.
Anything else that it says on the notes there, Cindy?
Yes, it does say that Green Lantern and Green Arrow team-up begins here.
It begins here. What an awesome book. $350 for this copy of Green Lantern number 76, 3.5. Next. Oh, man, is this book... who knows how important this book is going to be. Doom, if not the first, one of the first. What are the notes on that, Cindy?
It does say first appearance of Valeria, origin of Doctor Doom expanded, Diablo, and Fantastic Four appearance.
So
Larry Lieber did the cover.
Larry Lieber, Stan Lee's brother, did the cover on that. This beautiful VF copy. This is a square-bound book and hard to find and high grade. We are very fortunate and very excited to have this VF copy of this book. $900 for this Marvel Superheroes Presents Doctor Doom. First appearance of Valeria, who is, depending on who you listen to and how long ago you read the story, was either Doctor Doom's first love or the only woman that ever truly loved Doctor Doom. And it also is an important key point. This Valeria, it carries on, because later on when the Fantastic Four, Reed and Sue, have their second child, it's a difficult pregnancy, and Dr. Doom swoops in a moment of grace and helps Sue Storm deliver the child, and because of that they named the child Valeria. So Valeria Richards is the second child of Reed and Sue, and goes on to become pretty famous in her own right later on. Not for us old people who stopped reading after John Byrne left, but and also in the future. All of the Richards, when they ain't time traveling or destroying the timeline, they're going all around doing other stuff too. So an important key player in the whole Marvel universe. First appearance here in Valeria. $900 for this copy in VF. Next up. Oh, look at that.
Great Steranko.
Steranko greatness here. Wowzers. Tell me all about this book, Cindy.
It It says second appearance of Lorna Dane Polaris, Magneto and Mesmero appearance, origin of Beast continues. Let's see. Cover art, Steranko. Art inside, I guess, would be Werner Roth.
Yeah.
John Taglione.
Yep.
And John Vipuri. How do you say it?
Yep.
Vipperton.
Yep. You're close
And
enough.
Arnold Drake writes it. So there.
Arnold Drake was writing that. Did not know that. X-Men number 50, classic cover, highly sought after by collectors right now. Wow, $500 for this beautiful mid-grade copy. Look at that. Polaris was a thing for a good long time. Polaris is, she's the girlfriend of Cyclops' brother, Havoc, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. And she has a mutant in her own right. $500 for X-Men number 50. Can you believe X-Men 50 is a $500 book? Man, that's crazy. Next. Oh, you new kids on the block. How about it? It's a beautiful, beautiful book. 9.8. 9.8. First appearance of Deadpool, $1,600. Wowzer. Also, first appearance of the fake Domino, I believe. She's shown to be a shapeshifter, I believe, later on. And when the real Domino shows up and says, "Sup?" What's the note, Cindy?
First appearance of Deadpool, Gideon and Copycat, Vanessa Carlisle as Domino. Richter leaves the New Mutants. Oh no. Rob Liefeld is the cover art, and he also helped write it with Fabian.
Nicienza is how I say it.
Thank you.
Somebody can give me a pronunciation guide. I'd really appreciate it because I don't want to butcher anybody's name. But this New Mutants 98 first appearance of Deadpool is where we should begin and end, though. $1,600. No, that's not $16. That's $1,600 for this 9.8, number 98. Look at the alliteration there. I should have made it $1,699. Missed it by this much. Next up. What? Another one? Or did we just go back in time and get it before it had been read a few more times? Another Avengers number 8.
Time travel.
Oh, any other details we didn't cover already on this book, Cindy?
I don't think so. First appearance of Kang.
All right.
Jack Kirby and Dick Ayers are cover art and art.
Yeah, let's tilt that book to the right just a little bit. It's got a big honking glare on it. Well, that didn't help at all. Just tilt it to the left, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Almost a fine copy. Man, it's going to be hard to find these whenever Kang comes out of the shadows for sure. $2,200. It's beautiful. 5.5. CGC graded, right? CGC? Yeah, all right. CGC graded Avengers number 8. Oh, nice. Next up. Oh, Days of Future Past. What number is that? 142. The second part of the classic storyline. You know, nowadays, if this book came out, it'd be like a 10-part miniseries with crossovers all over the place. You'd have to spend $200 to get all the parts. Now, Claremont and Byrne are just a little half step away from Lee and Kirby. Lee and Kirby would have done this whole storyline in like 3 chapters in one book. But they did it in 2 books, 141 and 142, Days of Future Past, classic storyline. Did Byrne do the cover on that? It seems a little stiff for a Byrne cover.
See. Cover Terry Austin.
Just Terry Austin.
But inside, it is John Byrne.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, a beautiful 9.6 graded copy of this, $250. Wow, 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 wow. That would look great in your collection. In this issue, everybody dies. Yikes. That's kind of not a selling point, is it? Doggy downer. Next. What? Another Iron Man? How many Iron Mans can we have? I don't know. We're going to find out eventually. This beautiful number, just a little bit shy of a fine copy. Tilt it left just a little bit, Cindy.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Great, great, great. It's a big premiere issue, number 1, $950 for this 5.5 copy. Wow. Beautiful colors on that. Nice. Next up.
You don't want these books damaged.
Yeah, it just gets crazier from here, right?
It's about to, yeah. Yeah, we got a few more that'll be, tolerable.
Daredevil.
Then we're bringing the heat.
Then we're going to bring the heat. Daredevil number 3. First appearance of Owl. The Owl. Sorry, Mr. Owl. How many comics does it take to get to the center of an Owl origin story? Let's find out. How many, what's his name? Owl Alinsky or something like that?
Let's see. Origin of the Owl. Leland Owlsley.
Leland Owlsley. That's a mouthful right there. First appearance
Jack Kirby cover.
Jack Kirby cover, which I didn't believe. I didn't know that Jack Kirby did any Daredevil covers. But lo and behold, Cindy picked it right out. Her expertise is showing itself.
Even before I read it.
And that's Jack Kirby cover. Still a yellow costume. Hey, half the Angelettas are here. Daredevil, founding member of the Goes Wild Club. You can see that he's trying to break out at the very early iteration of the Girls Gone Wild Club here with Owl in charge of it. See, you can see. Oh man, that's classic Kirby guy. Now I can see him. It looks like he's right out of the Shield playbook there on the right hand side.
Yeah, the right hand side. Yeah. And then the lady too. She looks very pretty.
She's got the bouffant hairdo. Of this VG copy of Daredevil number 3, $400. Next up. Ooh, we saw in a Spider-Man 300. Let's see, how did we get there? It all began here. You guys have set me straight on the whole story about this, but also this big gigantic throwdown is going to be part of the MCU. Whether it's this part or the Battle World story, I'm not clear yet. But this is the first appearance of the black costume, aka the symbiote. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars is the official title of this book. Right there in the middle of this is where Spider-Man gets his new costume. Can you imagine how many toys that's going to sell? They all thought to themselves. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8, $425 for this beautiful 9.6. What kind of notes does it have on that, Cindy?
It's the origin of Spider-Man's alien symbiote suit, of course, that later becomes Venom. Cover art by Mike Zeck and John Beatty.
Okay.
Art Jack Abel and Mike Esposito, and the stories by Shooter.
Shooter story. Shooter McGavin. No, different Shooter. Jim Shooter. $425 for this 9.6 copy of Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8. Next. More great X-Men. What is that, number 96? Yes, it is.
1975.
From 1975. Look at that. Of course, you peel that tab off, and you can just again see how useless Cyclops is. You're fighting a literally, the one-eyed guy's fighting a one-eyed monster. If anybody knows where to shoot a one-eyed monster, you'd think it'd be Cyclops. So where's he shooting? In the chin. Useless. $275 for this VF copy of X-Men number 96. Anything else important happened in that issue, Cindy?
Let's see. Oh, it's the first time Wolverine goes into Berserker Rage.
Ooh.
First appearance of Moira McTaggart.
Moira McTaggart, first appearance.
And the first mention of Storm's claustrophobia.
Oh, well, this has a lot of good, important plot points happened in this issue, didn't it? Who wrote this issue?
Chris Claremont and Bill
Mantlo?
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
I
All
can
right.
really read over there. It's a little tiny.
Yeah, it's a little tiny. All right, next book. Oh, the first part of Days of Future Past. Nice. Issue 141 of the X-Men. This is the last issue where it was X-Men. It becomes Uncanny X-Men. Even though they put Uncanny above the title, the official title of this book was X-Men until the next issue, 142. Then the official title switched to Uncanny X-Men. A little trivia there for you. Great classic John Byrne cover here. A Byrne with Austin inks, I believe there. Issue 141 is $175 for this VF copy. Wow, what a great book. Uncanny X-Men, parentheses, X-Men, number 141, 8.5, $175. Next. Oh, we saw the Marvel Sandman first appearance. Now we get to see a DC Sandman first appearance. There's about 18 million different Sandmans over at DC, so we're just going to pick this one. The one that has the Netflix series. This is beautiful, 9.6 copy. Tell me all the notes on that one, Cindy.
First appearance of Sandman, Morpheus, Dream. Wesley Dodds, Golden Age Sandman appearance. First appearance of Unity Kincaid in cameo. Cover arts by Dave McKeon. Art by Sam Keith and Mike Didgenberg?
Dringenberg.
There you go.
That's how I always say
And
it.
story by Neil Gaiman. Thank you, Neil.
Thank you, Neil. All right. Number 1 of the Sandman from, when is this, 88?
Yeah, 89.
1989. Keys Comics, I don't think was open yet. I think the first issue we bought new to sell in the store was number 4. I want to say that's right.
Your interview was the year we got married. What was that?
That was 91, wasn't it?
91? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did an interview with Neil Gaiman. It's on videotape somewhere. I'll have to dig that
You
up.
got to find that picture. I found that picture several times. I don't know where it is now.
Yeah, there's a picture of me with 30 years ago with Neil Gaiman. It's classic. I should sign autographs. Go to conventions, do the circuit. Sandman number 1, 9.6, Triggering Tom, $400. Next up. All right, where's Squirrel Girl represent? Shoot me some details about that, Cindy.
First appearance of Squirrel Girl, of course. Doctor Doom, Red Raven, Abomination, Sentinels, and Diablo's appearance. It's a winter special. Let's see. Covers by Eric Larson. And stories by Michael Higgins and Steve Ditko.
Yeah, I believe
Looks like a bunch of people did a bunch of art in there.
Yeah, it was a bunch a bunch of just stories they had on the shelf as I understood it. But then the Squirrel Girl story hits, and a lot of writers pick up on it and gives her new life. Ditko does the original story here, and then goes on to become crazy sensation where she even defeats like Doctor Doom and Galactus at one point or something like that. I forget the whole deal. But 9.8.
She's like the strongest, right?
She's just unbeatable.
Yeah.
This volume 2, number 8 of Marvel Superheroes, minty mint copy, $550. Oof. There you go. Squirrel Girl represent. Next up.
They had to do something over winter break, so they all did that comic.
Whoa, look at that. Spanning the Spaceways, the origin of the Silver Surfer. A beautiful VG minus copy here. $750 for this great classic cover. John Buscema cover, I believe. Look at that. Fantastic. I wonder, hey, Pablo, do you know if the original art of that survives anywhere? Is that out there in the collector's market? Because that would be an awesome piece to have, I would think. Sentinel of the Spaceways. An all-new book-length Marvel epic. It is definitely an epic, for sure. VG minus. Any other details you want to share with that?
Of Silver Surfer? Shallaball! Let's see. Cover art and art, John Buscema and Senate, right? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Story by Stan Lee.
Stan was still writing that. I did not have that idea about that.
Oh, and white pages. Off-white pages. Too.
Off-white pages. It's a little bit different.
Off-white to white.
Next. Off-white to white.
Glass
half full kind of.
I do.
The comic half white.
I say it's more half white.
Oh, look, it's another one of those Wolverines. This one's this one's not as good as the other one.
This is more affordable.
More affordable is what I say.
So it's not bad.
$105 for a nice VF copy of Wolverine #1.
Plus your special shred.
Oh, that's right. 1989 if you pay for it in the next 72 hours or whatever I said at the top of the show. I can't even remember. I was so stressed out from trying to get the show up.
Well,
all right.
It was a little stressful time.
Yeah, it's going to be stressful now as we start getting into the high weeds here. What do you got?
We are. Well, we're going to hit a real high weed because I've got some other books that are rather into it. So here's the highest weed we got. You ready?
Oh, sure.
Which one do we do? I forget. Did I just do it?
Yeah, you just did.
Boom.
Oh, yeah. We've had this in plenty of shows because eventually somebody's going to realize that if you just put off the purchase of this, it just gets more expensive. This is the first appearance of Spider-Man. Amazing Fantasy 15. CBCS graded. It's a complete but coverless. So recently I lost an eBay auction of someone who was just selling the cover. Man, I lost the cover, and it was like almost $8,000 I was willing to pay for just the cover. Because can you imagine if I had the cover and a coverless copy? Whoa, would go to town. Be awesome.
We keep working at it.
I don't know what kind of grade. Anybody who has experience of that, what would a married copy get if the cover looked like it was like VG plus? Would it get a VG then qualified, or I don't know how they would deal with that. But still, for this coverless copy, $15,000 for the first appearance of the Amazing Spider-Man. People are now taking coverless copies and pieces of books and slicing them up and having CGC grade the pages of this book are going for $1,500.
Wow.
Crazy. We've lived long enough to see Spider-Man become a cultural icon. Spider-Man first appearance in Amazing Fantasy 15, coverless for $15,000. Yeah, that's a perfect world there where you have John Buscema everywhere. I'm down for it. Next. Oh, yes. Captain America number 117. Nice VG Plus copy. First appearance of Sam Wilson and the Falcon. Is that right? Or did Sam Wilson appear earlier?
Yeah, origin of Falcon and Red Wing. Who's a Red Wing? Oh, he's a little bird.
He's not a little bird. You wouldn't call Eagly a little bird.
No, I would not call Ely a little bird. Let's see. It says letter from James Van Heist.
Oh.
Red Skull appearance and MODOK. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
That's why you want it. MODOK cameo. It's not even a full MODOK. It's just a cameo.
Does it say first appearance of Sam Wilson on it?
It says first appearance and origin of the Falcon, Sam Wilson, and Red Wing.
All right. Red Wing versus Eagly. Who wins? Let me know.
I think we know.
DC fangirl. All right. $350 for the first appearance of the Falcon.
And here we go.
All right.
We're down to 4.
4 books left for this amazing show. Oh, my gosh. Look at that book. From 1942, this is a great set. What did I got? $5,500 on that? Or $3,500. Well, you can give me.
It just went up.
The first appearance of Kid Eternity, who's now in the DC universe and part of that whole Dark Justice League bit. This is a really, really pretty book. When you send them in grading, sometimes you miss things like this. We got to buy a blacklight here so that we don't miss these kind of things in the future. It has a little bit, it says very minor color touch. I've looked over this book 3 times since I got it back. I can't find where the color touch is, so I put it in blacklight.
Where it is.
Yeah, there should be a map that shows you. And then it says it has a little tiny bit of tape on the inside. So if I'd have known that, I'd have put it in a freezer and made it pop off or something. So, but anyway, 4.5 restored purple label, but still, this is from 1942. You should look so good whenever you're 80 years old. For reals. Is it really 80 years old? 42, 58, 68, 78. Yeah. Holy smokes. 80 years old. I should look so good when I'm 80 years old. First appearance of Kid Eternity in Hit Comics. $3,500. Beautiful. Esteban says that Eagly would win.
Thank you, Esteban. You are correct. You are correct, sir.
I need to leave it smudge a little bit in case somebody thinks it's 5,500, Tom. Then I'll go to town. Next up,
3.
Could have swore it was 5,500. Oh, well. Oh, another Iron Man 1, except this one's VF. Woo! Sharp, deep purples. It's a big premiere issue, and it's $3,000 for a crazy, cool issue. Invincible Iron Man number 1. Wow. Wowza, 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 wowza. 8.5. Any other details about that book we haven't talked about yet, Cindy?
No, I think we talked about everything about it.
All right. Next up.
2.
What? Another Avengers number 8?
They just keep getting better.
Except that this one's a VF. What? And I want $5,000 for this beauty. What kind of page quality does it have, Cindy?
Off-white to white.
Off-white to white.
Because, I like to say it's more white.
Off-white to white. Avengers number 8. First appearance of Kang, the Conqueror. What else is going on in there? Anything else? I see a hammer being thrown. I see repulsor rays. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Nathaniel Richards, formerly Rama Tut.
Formerly Rama Tut. Oh, my gosh. This
Team Brigade appearance. You're excited about that.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Stanley wrote it.
There you go. This whole thing is going to get very in the weeds if they start crossing over Kang and Rama Tut and Daniel Richard. No.
Oh, different incarnations.
Oh my gosh, it's been conned and retroconned and re-retroconned so many times.
Right, and then it'll all turn out to be either Loki or he'll step out of the shower and it'll be a dream sequence.
Stumbled on the Keith Ivory Tower of Comics. Yeah, well, we were having a good show. What can I say? We may not sell a whole bunch here, but man, what a cool looking show this is. Don't forget that you can come to the store, Mockingbird store, 1 to 4 tomorrow, and take a look at these people, these beautiful books in person.
Or rewatch it on your Facebook.
Yeah, we'll be posting this later on our YouTube channel. Please go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. See all the cool stuff we're going to start doing over there. It's getting a slow start, but we got some unboxing videos over there.
But the sale will be over, correct?
Yeah, the sale will be over by the time we repost this. So if you're watching this in the future, thank you, future. But any offers that we had on it is probably over by this point. Right.
But you can still buy them if they're still available.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
not going to stop you.
It's not. Please don't be stopped by the fact that it's timer right now.
Don't do it.
Next up,
Final book for tonight.
the final book for tonight, Daredevil #1. Wow, 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 wow. Cool VG copy of this. Who's this the first appearance of?
Origin and first appearance of Daredevil, Matt Murdock. First appearance of Karen Page, and Foggy Nelson. Nice funny. Stan Lee story, Bill Everett art, Bill Everett and Jack Kirby cover.
Right. There you go with the Daredevil.
Cream to off-white pages.
Cream to off-white pages. Oh, nice. I don't know how that seemed like a wide spread, but okay.
Well, it's less white.
Maybe
than the
some
white
part.
to white.
Oh, okay. I guess a page quality could vary throughout the book, I would think. All right, #1, and with the Daredevil 18-part Born Again storyline coming up in 2024
Yes.
on Disney Plus. It's going to be all things Daredevil for the next 3 years. So get it while you can, or you're going to have to wait like 7 years before it calms down a little bit. What? I don't even know what to think about that, Alan. I can't wrap my mind around it. All right, there we go. That was our great slabs show for this week. Sorry for the late start for those of you who are hanging around, but we finally got it figured out. Please visit us in the store. We have that sale going on during the last 2 days of this weekend, Sunday and Monday. The stores are open regular hours Sunday, and then North Dallas is closed Sunday and Monday. And the Mockingbird will be open 12 to 5 on Monday and 12 to 6 at Firewall, I believe is that. Call the store first and make sure they're there before you can drive out.
Good idea.
That's a very good idea. Thanks, everyone, for coming by. For Keith's Comics, Cindy's been here with me.
Yes, I have.
I am Keith. I hope that you'll come see us in the store or see us in next week, Wednesday. We'll be here at noon. And if I don't see you then,
Wait, important news. K3, I will have some of your books tomorrow if you were winners in the last, not the last 2, but the 3 previous shows.
Oh, so the
I'll
Firewall.
be delivering them tomorrow.
Firewall should. Cindy works at the Firewall store tomorrow. She should be able to have a bunch of your books if you're a Firewall customer. So there you go. Nice. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith, and I'll see you next time. Tom, did you have that locked and loaded, just waiting, lying in wait? I can't even decipher it. Fire, skunk, aliens, crazy face. Alan, I said at the top of the show, anything you claim in this show, as long as it's paid for within 72 hours of us invoicing you, it's a good deal. Or if you come by, I'm at the store tomorrow. I'm bringing all the books that were in today's show will be at the Mockingbird store tomorrow.
Along with other great deals.
Yeah, and they're all over $100, so they'll be 19.89% off. Call the fire department on Tom. That's right. That's you did have it locked and loaded. All right, Cindy, they want to see one more. So you got another one?
I do.
One last slab.
Because the movie's coming up. I believe it.
Oh, look at that.
Both movies are coming up, I guess, right?
Shazam! Or Shazam! What's the notes on that, Cindy?
It says second appearance of Black Adam, first appearance in DC Comics, what is it? Savannah
Yeah.
appearance.
Savannah, he's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bad guy.
Cover art by Kurt. You'll have to
Schaffenberg?
Yes. And story by E. Nelson Bridwell.
Oh, nice. Issue number 28 of Shazam! $200 for this VG Plus copy. And that's it.
That is it.
We're out. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming by. We will see you in the future and next time.
Keeps Comics.